This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Sue Chase. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I'm doing wonderful. In fact, I'm on the Pacific coast and I'm looking outside at the water and the sun reflecting on the water, and it's just powerful. I'm doing great.
Oh, that's wonderful. What part of the Pacific coast are you in right now?
Right now I am on San Juan Island, which is north of the Seattle, Washington area. Ooh. And on Westcott Bay. And it's just a beautiful, serene, peaceful location.
That's wonderful. I can well imagine. What's the temperature like there now?
Well, we're actually in a cold front. And if I was down in the city of Seattle, they've got like 5 to 8 inches of snow. So at the moment, we're in the 20s. So it's a little chilly.
I can well imagine. All right, my friend. Well, do tell me which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history. I think one thing's happening with your mic on the thing. I think it's rubbing on your t-shirt or your hair.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's great now. Sue, okay, please tell me which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
You know, Engel, one of my most fun talents is connecting with others and building new relationships. I just really enjoy meeting and making new friends and acquaintances. And I've recently rekindled a talent that I enjoy, which is public speaking as a platform to get to know new people. I'm a nurse, and over the last few years, I've made a transition into coaching nurses. I'm really passionate about making a difference with engagement and retention in the field of nursing. And I help nurses overcome compassion fatigue and build resilience against stress and burnout, and really look to reignite their passion for why they ever became a nurse to begin with. And being a certified coach, I was excited to connect with you today, Engel, to really go out on a podcast and reach out to as many people as possible and spread the message of really helping with that engagement and that retention within the field of nursing.
Well, that's great. That's amazing. My amazing audience that's listening is wondering, is it Engel or Angel? And I'll tell you, you know why I created something that I've fallen into where other guests have called me Engel. And I've been like, I'm not going to stop it while they're speaking, right? And now I'm guessing you probably listened to an episode, heard someone call me Engel, and you were like, all right, it's Engel. I'm going on here. Amazing audience, it's my fault. It isn't Sue's fault, okay?
I'm so sorry, Angel.
No, it's okay.
I love the fact that it's Angel. I mean, it sounds like angel, right? So that's awesome.
You're good. I'm telling you, it's hundreds of episodes where people call me Engel, and I was like, yeah, and then my wife is saying, you know, you should probably start saying it's Angel. It's like, you should. Like, why would I do that? Because what is it? I said, it's Angel. You're right. She's a nurse as well. And
oh, really?
Yes, you nurses have a very interesting way of getting your point around. It's a talent, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think that if, one trait that nurses all have that we share is that compassion and that desire to really connect with others.
Yeah, let's dig into that. Who did you learn that from, the compassion?
Angel, I think I was really innately born with that. For all through childhood, who would I be attracted to most was other kids, other people that were struggling, that were lonely. And I was always the one. In fact, my mom used to always say, you always bring home the most interesting people. But I've always had that level of compassion to help others. And so I believe that was something that I was just really blessed to be born with.
That's beautiful. Now, are you coaching only nurses or are you open to coach other people as well?
I do. I am open to coaching anyone to make a difference, because I think with coaching, the real gift, nursing is my passion. 25 years ago, when I was a hospital recruiter, I was passionate about recruiting and retaining nurses in the field. And I came full circle in my career about 10 years ago and re-entered that arena and recognized that the same issues that were there 25 years ago were still here, about nurses dealing with that compassion fatigue. And I really wanted to make a difference. But with coaching, coaching is all about increasing that self-awareness and reigniting those passions and talents that you are innately born with. And sometimes in life, we lose sight of who's inside, right? Because we're always, running to the next thing. And so coaching is universal for anyone. But I really want to work with those nurses and make a difference in that field.
Where's the best place they can reach out to you from?
Well, the best place to reach out to me, I have a website, actually, and it's very easy. It's my last name, Trace, tracecoaching.com. And I'm on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and I'm in the greater Seattle area.
Well, do tell us what other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Angel, I have been a consummate learner in the last 3 years, and I'm really proud of that. I made the decision a few years back to really transition from recruiting to coaching, and I concurrently enrolled in what amounted to about 5 different coaching certification courses, because I just love to learn, and I wanted to gain the skill set of various coaching methodologies. As you said earlier, I wanted to be able to work with people, general life coaching, general career coaching, energy coaching that's based on positive psychology principles. And I also have a passion for working with individuals that struggle with ADHD. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 3 years, is I achieved 5 different certifications through many courses.
That's great. Congratulations. Why would you suggest others that are listening who have that itch, if you would, for more? Why would you suggest they definitely expand definitely extend their wings and do that as well?
I think it's important that, first of all, when I set my sights to do all that and I completed it, boy, the level of pride, and it's so empowering. If you are looking to make a change or add a new breadth of skill sets in your life, by doing so and actually following through and achieving it, it is so empowering. And your self-esteem, your self-confidence rises, and you learn a whole different, you become a lot more self-aware, and that self-awareness really helps you to connect with yourself and with others on a deeper level. And it adds adventure and excitement and reignites yourself, and you just become alive when you do decide to set your sights on something new and you actually go and strive for it.
Amazing audience, you're hearing it live from Sue Trace. Again, you can connect with her at tracecoaching.com. Sue, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you now into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Sue, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh, wow. Well, now when you talk about the water, my earliest childhood memory, I have many, but the one that stands out the most, Angel, is climbing trees. When I was young, I grew up in rural Pennsylvania, and we would have these huge, big trees in the woods that we could go climb. And I was always known as the monkey of the group. And I would just climb higher than most. And in fact, many times I'd have to go rescue my friends who would go too high and then they couldn't go back. But that's really the one that stands out of all the childhood memories.
Around what age were you again at this memory?
I was probably about 7, between 5 and 7 where we lived at that time.
That's cool. So How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
I think because I love adventure and I love trying new things and I love being challenged. Being able to climb a tree, you'd have to size the tree up to figure out, okay, well, your legs are only so, what branch can you put this foot on and what branch can you hoist yourself up with this hand? So it's kind of like putting the pieces of a puzzle together. And as you're branching out on a new level of adventure, there's always that, space of excitement versus nervousness, right? And that excitement is what propels that adrenaline within you. It's to keep you moving forward and keeping you reaching for higher heights. And it's just such a sense of accomplishment that when you set forth on a new challenge in life and you're able to complete it, it brings forth so much joy and that inner sense of self-esteem and confidence. And, it just makes you become alive.
Love it, love it. Well, can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Sure, I'd love to hear it.
I love the concept of you being the person, just like you being the nurse that has done the thing and is able to do the thing, being a nurse. I as well love, because you understand and you've done it, you're able to help others. So you're wearing the shoes of the climber, not only the person who sits on the sideline and looks up and says, yes, you should do that or you should do this, but to be the person who is willing to climb up on the tree, which again is metaphorically the career of the individual or the place they're in, and to give them directions. The way you helped people when you were at that tender age who could get really high and not be able to get down or even move horizontally. I love that imagery and what coaching does from that perspective.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, it's yours. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Let the Sun Shine In by the Fifth Dimension with Aquarius.
Love it.
And yeah, I can still remember singing it.
All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Sue?
I'm ready.
Sue, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yeah, I have two beautiful daughters, and I believe that both of them possess a lot of the innate skill sets and talents and passions, same passions that I have, and those are be my they are my legacy.
All right. Are you married?
Yes, I am for 29 years.
Wow, give us a secret quickly, please.
29 years. Have fun, engage in adventure, and communicate.
Climb the trees. Love
Yep.
it. All right, so you have two girls. Do you believe in God?
Oh, yes. I believe in God and all his majesty and divineness. Without him, we wouldn't be here.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I do. And if I really look at it, I have a variety of circles of friends. Those from childhood, college, from business, and a new circle of powerful women friends with my new entrepreneurial colleagues.
That's great. Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No. Who has time?
All right. What about 3 hours a week?
Screen time? Well,
not screen time. Just the TV for now.
Oh, just the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean per week?
Yes.
Oh, I probably do an hour and a half a day, not all days.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. What about screen time? The phone and the computer, is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Well, if you count computer time, because a lot of my work is computer-based, that I would say is more than 8.
All right. So if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Sue Trace, what would you say that is?
I think it's important that you allow your own life statements that you live by to change and to ebb and flow with where you're at. Because if we can't embrace change, we can never grow. And for me, at this moment, my statement for myself is to be bold, be adventurous, reach for the heavens, and embrace the stars along the way. And always remember, and I remind myself of this every day, Angel, that anything is possible if you imagine it, and anything can happen if you let it.
Love it. Sue, this was such a great pleasure, my friend. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I'm just so excited to listen to other people, other 12-minute combo podcasts that you've had, so I can get to know others in your community, and reach out and really embrace the new connections.
Well, I appreciate that, and I definitely welcome it. It's very important, building bridges on the power of conversation. Sue, great pleasure again. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you so much, Angel. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.